I would describe my childhood as one of fear. I wasn't raised as a normal child. I was raised in a religious cult led by a false prophet. During these years, horrible things went down. We got kicked out, so to speak, of this cult only by the grace of God, because we weren't considered worthy enough. I started public school in 2nd grade. It was this transition into the real world. It was shocking. And I learned very quickly that my background wasn't normal. It was very dysfunctional, and it was something to be hidden. So that's what I did. I learned how to lie, and I got very good at it. So I built up this falsified perception around who I was. In the meantime, I hopped from boyfriend to boyfriend because I could never get fully satisfied from anyone. They never gave me what I was really seeking and yearning for. It was just a fake attention, and it was temporary. And that was about the time that I discovered that I was pregnant, when I was 17. And everything stopped at that point. I decided to have this baby, so I was a child having a child. I did my best. I transitioned into being a mother at 17 years old. No idea what I was doing. At 19, I signed with Ford Models, so I threw my energy into that. I started traveling around the world, photo shoots, celebrity parties, events, VIP at every club you could imagine. Didn't quite understand why I still didn't feel satisfied. I still didn't get what I was seeking for so desperately. And everything came screeching to a halt when I got the phone call that my brother had been killed. I didn't understand why everything kept happening to me. Was I cursed? What was going on? And why am I even here still? It serves no purpose. That was the time when someone invited me to Calvary Chapel. It was a coworker of mine. I went to Calvary Chapel, Hollywood. That was the location that I had visited. About 2 weeks later, I didn't know how to trust God yet. I felt like there just really wasn't any hope. And I decided, well, you know what? I've been through enough in 22 years than most people have been in their entire life, and I don't want to do it anymore. So I overdosed on a bottle of pills. That was when the Lord saved my life in that hospital room. People started making phone calls in the church, and total strangers started praying for someone named Hannah they'd never met. People came in and laid their hands and prayed for me and prayed God would save me. So I woke up 3 days later, and I was alive, and I had never been more excited to be alive in my whole life. From that point on, my life really started. My life began at 22 years old. Within months, these layers began to fall off, these lies that I had built up. So to let down that wall would mean that I would have to open up to somebody enough to let them see who I really was. And who I really was a very frightened, insecure, scared girl. Through it all, I had Ashley right there by my side, and Pastor Greg, Howard, and everyone at church came around me to be there. This love changed my life because this was God's love, and I'd never experienced such a thing. After months of just walking with the Lord and learning and growing and strengthening, now I'm actually on staff for Calvary Chapel, Fort Lauderdale, at the regional campus of Hollywood. I found my identity in the Lord. He truly showed me that I love you, Hannah. I love you, and that's all that matters. And when I fully embraced that and understood that I was loved, I finally got to be me. And that's who I am today. And I get to give that to my daughter. And she gets to learn how to be herself, because herself is beautiful. And I'm free. I'm finally free to be me.